Key.
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I come look right. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never.
Chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab if you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yellow. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
Mahomes firing complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes flushed out right. He can run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And he fends him off. Powers through. Incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Williams stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins.
Yellow. 57, color.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins gets to him for a gigantic loss of 19 yards. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Davis now to return it. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
52 and 56. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, Charlie. 52 and 56. 52 and 56. Hey, color. Check. No.
Now Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now he's going to use his legs. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now Balaj. And an alley to run. 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 44 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Williams. He's got a first down past the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Jenkins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3 after sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 38, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
56, Mike 56. Let's go, D.
First down, Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
He's killed. We got cover up. Hey, alert 3, alert. 80 weapons.
Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On second and a yard, Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 56 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. But he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. To throw is Fitzpatrick. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play and that little bit of hesitancy. often works really well for offensive guys.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Target.
Throwing on second down, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's get some penetration.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
They'll run here with Balazs. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come off the ball.
Hey, wahoo.
Shit.
Right
there, 54.
There you go. Get down.
54, Mike.
There's a party now.
Now Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
We got this.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Raekwon McMillan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles Harris, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Out, 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 out.
PPP.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. They run it with Balaj. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56 to Mike.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy into 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Regular.
Kill.
34.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Here's Fitzpatrick.
Set.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Balaj. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Watch the block, motion, block. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, keep it up. Mike.
Regular.
Mike 54. Hey, here I come.
4th down, Fitzpatrick. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and that'll bring up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 26. Check 26. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Feel it. Check 13.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey, orbit.
56 to Mike. 50.
Hey. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Jim, go Jim.
Throwing here, Fitzpatrick, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Color.
You can't stop me.
Hey, Foxtrot.
56. Check 56. Hey, here we go.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick able to shake him off. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.